Just
is the most harmful substance on Earth. Every year, it kills more people than terrorism, wars, homicides, and car accidents combined. It injures tens
Shall we watch a video like this about weed last time, chat? I want to see. I'm see what it is.
of millions in accidents, violence, and crime, while keeping hundreds of millions trapped in disease. If it didn't exist already, inventing it today would be unthinkable. And yet, more than 2 billion people drink. Most of us can't imagine a barbecue without beer, a wedding without wine, or a fancy soiree without champagne. We have a drink at the weekend because it's the weekend,
Chat.
but also after work.
Drinking a beer here, okay. Smoking a cigarette here, okay. Gambling a little bit over here doesn't actually hurt anybody, okay. As long as you do it in moderation, nobody cares. That's the reality of it. The reality is if it's a one beer over here, a couple months later, beer there, nobody cares.
When we're stressed and when we're
Even
relaxed,
if it was once a week.
sad and happy, at home
Even if it was once
and outside.
every 2 days.
Alcohol is kind of a paradox. Why do we cling so much to the thing that harms us the most? You after one drink. Alcohol is a biological weapon that yeast produces during fermentation to wipe out its competition. In alcoholic drinks, it's mixed with water and flavored with everything from fruits to caramel. With just one sip, sextillions of alcohol molecules flood your stomach and small intestine. From there, they head to your liver, your primary detox center, and to other organs like the brain. But your liver can only process about one sip of beer every 5 minutes. So unless you drink really slowly, it will become overwhelmed.
So like one
while an
drink every
ever-growing
hour.
swarm floods your brain. Here's where the chaos begins. The legion of intruders fills your brain and starts messing with neurotransmitters and receptors. Their sabotage is so complex that scientists aren't fully sure yet about all their mechanisms. But we know that alcohol numbs your neurons, making them slower, and disrupts their communication. This has several effects. It sedates you, melting away tension and stress. It stuns your prefrontal cortex, your center for decision-making and self-control, making you more disinhibited and prone to say or do things that you normally wouldn't. And it releases endorphins,
You know that? Self-control. Dude, the thing that people say and the way that they act when they're drunk, in my opinion, is who they actually are. It's why I think it's very interesting to be around people that get drunk, whatever, seeing how they are, because that's how they genuinely are. Unless they have the seatbelt of being like not drunk normally. Here's what it is.
feel-good molecules.
People that hit each other and are violent, they're just violent people. Is what it is. It is what it is.
Deeply tied to human connection. The chemicals that we produce when we laugh, sing, or dance with others, and which help us turn fleeting moments into shared memories. So, after a drink or three, the world doesn't only feel lighter, it feels lighter with others. The invisible walls of insecurity around us begin to soften, and you find yourself becoming a little more you. Less afraid to talk, laugh.
You said wrong, did you feel targeted by what I said? What are you a fucking wife beater? What are you, buddy? Why are you so mad? Like, how are you so mad at what I just said? I don't get it. Would you feel so targeted by this?
Sing, or share joys and sorrows. Conversations flow easier, smiles last a little longer, and strangers can become friends or lovers more easily. So, for a while, it feels like the weight of being human isn't yours to carry alone. Alcohol sits at a sweet spot of gentle relaxation, mild courage, and friendly companionship that makes it the perfect social lubricant. One that comes with quite a few costs.
True.
Your body on regular drinking. For billions, these rounds become more frequent over time. The occasional drink becomes a weekly habit, then a ritual every other day, catching up with friends or unwinding. And there's always this buddy who drinks way more and has a perfectly normal life. But as the rounds add up...
Okay, hold on. I will say though, from my experience, I feel like, yeah, I'm not gonna say it.
Up over years, the damage builds up. The alcohol molecule can dissolve in water and fat, which allows it to invade almost every cell and tissue. And when your body breaks it down, it transforms into acetaldehyde, a chemical that's even more toxic than alcohol itself and that wreaks havoc on your tissues, cells, and DNA. In your brain,
people think that since they hear, oh, it dissolves in water and fat, people say, oh, dude, eat a good burger and drink a lot of water and you're gonna get sober up, whatever. This is like the big misconception. It's like a big myth. Everybody's brain dead. Your liver doesn't process it faster, buddy. Like the alcohol in your system, it doesn't process faster, dude.
This shrinks your neurons and severs their connections, making it harder for different parts of the brain to communicate. As your brain withers, your memories fade, your thinking slows down, and your risk of dementia increases. When and how you drink matters. The younger you are, the wider the damage, and the more you drink in one go, the worse you'll make it. The human brain isn't fully wired until your mid-20s, so drinking before that age is like smashing wet cement before it's set. In 20-year-olds, blackout drinking episodes have been found to cause mental problems for up to a year, forgetting why you entered a room or having difficulty learning new things. Binge drinking in late adolescence is also one of the highest risk factors for early onset dementia. Then there's cancer. Just as smoking hits your lungs,
what is it you?
Causes...
Okay, explain what you say you. What is it you? Why say you? Explain it. I don't have dementia yet.
8 types of cancer, basically everywhere from mouth to bowel, plus breast cancer in women. Here, risks start at an average consumption of less than 1 glass of wine per day. Beyond that, risks increase. Worldwide, alcohol causes around 740,000 new cancer cases per year, leading to 400,000 deaths. Another victim is your liver. Alcohol disrupts fat metabolism, causing fat to build up in your liver cells. But this often has no symptoms, so you may go on drinking as your liver slowly turns to fat, swells with inflammation, and starts to fail. The final stage is cirrhosis. Your liver is full of scars and barely functioning. This might take over 10 years, but once it appears, it's largely irreversible. Every year, 600,000 people die because they have a liver destroyed by alcohol. Drinking also weakens your heart, raises blood pressure, and increases the risk of stroke and thrombosis, leading to another 500,000 deaths from cardiovascular diseases every year. In terms of looks too, alcohol damages cells around your body, including your skin, which looks older sooner. And not only does alcohol contain a lot of calories itself, it also makes many people very hungry. Drinking is a huge source of weight gain and increases the risk of obesity.
I look like I'm 19 years old, chat. Look at me. Chat.
Opening the door to a cascade of other health problems. When scientists crunch these numbers, they see that health problems can start at about 1 beer a day, and that the chances of premature death start rising significantly at around 3 beers a day for men and less than 2 for women. If this sounds like a lot,
oh, is this sexist?
About 1 beer a day, and that the chances of premature death start rising significantly at around 3 beers a day for men and less than 2 for women. If this sounds like a lot to you, maybe look around. In the EU, the average man drinks the equivalent of almost 3 beers a day.
Dude, the average. Chat, guys, don't let these numbers fool you. That's because the degens drink like 12 beers a day. Okay, so this is more like 1/4 of these numbers on it for average. It's just that the more average drinker is a lot heavier in drinking, but it's all good though.
The average woman, almost 1. Similar figures apply to much of the world, especially the West. There's no other drug.
People say EU get chatted. They don't drink. They don't do it because of X, Y, and Z. They drink because there's nothing else better to do in most of the EU countries. I'm not trying to be, guys, I'm not trying to be racist or anything. I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm just saying, a lot of shit is there's fucking boring. It's nothing to do. They have, yo, I'm bored as fuck. Dude, guys, bro, I got beer in the fridge. I might as well just drink beer, man.
We consume that gets so close to the edge of harm. It isn't only your body. Alcohol is unique for another reason. Its unmatched ability to destroy others. Alcohol causes a staggering amount of accidents. The numbness and disinhibition of a few drinks can morph you into a clumsy critter eager to take really stupid risks on a balcony, at sea, or on the road. Every year, alcohol-fueled accidents kill 500,000 people, 300,000 of them in car accidents. But more than half of the people who died in those crashes didn't drink. They just died because someone else did. Alcohol is also one of the major causes of violence, from fights in the pub to domestic abuse, other brutal assaults, and murder. Figures differ by country, but essentially 50% of all violent crime and sexual assault is committed by drunk offenders. Each year, alcohol-fueled crime kills about 100,000 people. That's a city like Pisa being massacred every year by a drunk mob. And then you have all the non-lethal victims. In England alone, 500,000 adults are injured every year in accidents caused by drunk people. Another 800,000 get hurt in violent attacks by drunk offenders.
Also, chat, you might say right now, oh, this is not me. But you should ban yourself, chat, from texting using the text function, okay? As you start to drink, if you're out partying. Dude, nothing good comes from texting when you're drunk, chat. I'm telling you, chat.
To the rest.
Chat, you think it's not gonna be me, chat, it's gonna be you. I'm telling you. When you look back at those texts a couple days later, a couple months later, you'll be, Jesus, who the fuck is this? Who the fuck? I would never do that. Dude, that's you, buddy. That's me too, low-key.
This means that every year, dozens of millions are physically harmed by someone else's drinking. The most innocent bystanders are the 600,000 babies born every year with fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. A devastating.
I would get drunk and I would wield my harpoons like fucking Moby Dick, motherfucker. Buddy. I was in all the tortoise DMs, buddy. As soon as I get drunk a little bit.
Lifelong condition caused by drinking during pregnancy. Alcohol is nothing short of a global catastrophe. The final toll, the hijacking of 400 million lives. When your drinking escalates to a point that it causes real harm to yourself or others, you've crossed the invisible line to alcoholism. An estimated 400 million people, 1 in 14 adults, are in this territory. The line is very fuzzy and varies from person to person, but if you consistently drink 8 beers per week as a woman, 15 as a man, or 5 on the same day, you've either crossed the line or are dangerously walking towards it. Of those 400 million, more than half have fallen into an even deeper trap, dependence. When alcohol has become something that you physically or psychologically need. In Europe and the Americas, 1 in 20...
I feel like older generations have a lot more alcoholism. I feel like newer generations drink a lot less and have way less alcoholism. I feel like developing alcoholism, you have to drink a fuck ton. You have to be a degenerate.
Adults are caught in this web. The stereotype of alcoholism is one of extremes. A homeless person clutching a bottle or an always drunk father shouting at his kids. But it can be far more silent. A US study found that up to 50% of all alcoholics may fly under the radar. They come in 2 main groups: unproblematic young adults and middle-aged professionals with successful careers and families. As one of them, you'll show no antisocial behavior. You'll fulfill your obligations. You'll probably have no diagnosed health conditions. But on average, you'll be having 4 beers a day and will get drunk every week. And neither you nor your family may notice. No one questions a drink at dinner, after work, or at a party.
Dude, the wine degens are crazy.
That makes alcohol so dangerous. No other drug.
I've seen them, bro. With the wine ladies, they just can't stop with the fucking wine bottles. Oh, let's get another bottle. Oh, let's get a bottle. These people are fucking crazy, buddy.
So widely accepted, casually consumed, and easily ignored. So, okay, how did we come to this? A pact with the devil. We made a pact with alcohol to help us solve one of the greatest challenges of being human.
True.
Human interaction is messy. We long for closeness, but we're also anxious, awkward, and wary of each other. Am I talking too much? Do they actually like me? What if I say something stupid? There are many ways to navigate this. Alcohol is not the solution, but it is definitely one of them. It is a real and effortless solution to the problem of connecting with others. Studies confirm what we've known for millennia. Modest quantities of alcohol help strangers bond. And individuals who drink moderately and socially tend to have more friends, closer friendships, and higher levels of trust in others. So if we want to step away from alcohol, we need to be honest about what we gain from it. For millennia, we've been giving it our health and years of our lives. And in return, alcohol gave us confidence, connection, and celebration.
But also,
right now,
also, moments of social bonding around these things that are part of the culture is also a key turning point in a lot in society in general. Social bonding is one of the most important concepts. It's a cornerstone of society.
This is changing rapidly. Younger generations, and especially Gen Z, are drinking far less than their parents did. In the US, the share of 18-year-olds who have ever tried alcohol has dropped by 25% in the last decades. Binge drinking in
if I hear Z one more time, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Adolescence has plummeted by 50%. And even in countries like Germany or France, where beer and wine have always been part of the cultural DNA, alcohol consumption is falling. And that's a victory. fewer accidents, fewer hospital beds filled, fewer lives quietly derailed. But at the same time, other things have been falling too. The share of young people who see their friends almost every day has plummeted by 50%.
Yo, the government and the people who make the laws, everybody talks about laws about this and that, some bullshit nobody gives a fuck about, actually. Oh, executive order about hats or whatever. Bro, we don't give a shit, buddy. How about you make it so if somebody has 2 DUIs, they can never fucking drive ever again? How about that? How about 2 DUIs and you're fucking GG? Never. It's a life ban. Use the bus. That's gonna help. That's gonna help the ozone layer. Take the bus. Take the metro. I don't give a. Take a bike, buddy, man. It might have been an issue. 1 DUI, but I know people are gonna complain about this. 2 DUIs. 2 DUIs, you're banned forever.
50%. Attendance at parties has fallen by 30%. Dating and casual sex have fallen by a similar amount. All while loneliness and
go back to this.
Dating and casual sex. Attendance of young people who see their friends almost every day has plummeted by 50%. Attendance at parties has fallen by 30%.
That's because of a Kendrick Lamar song being played at parties. That's the main problem. That's what I say.
Dating and casual sex have fallen by a similar amount.
Bro, that is wild, buddy. That is wild. That's fucking insane. Jesus, man.
All while loneliness and mental health issues have skyrocketed. There are many different reasons for this, from COVID to social media. But the shift in which drugs we consume is probably not totally unrelated either. Drugs like weed have gained ground massively and
everybody's scared of sending a text that's risky and getting exposed on the timeline. Getting on a story. Buddy, that shit sucks, man. Dude, they need to remove the stigma around shooting a shot. Buddy, it's fine. It's fine. Say, yo, torta, trying to get some juice or whatever. Yo, we normalize like that energy so that if it's a shot, like, bro, dude, like.
Contrast to drinking, smoking weed tends to make many people less energetic and likely to do things, more socially awkward, and especially if you use a lot of it, more lonely. Alcohol has been a powerful and influential tool for sharing, celebrating, and enjoying life with others for thousands of years. If the West is on the path to drinking less, we might also be on the path to something completely new. A future where we connect and rejoice without a poisonous chemical crutch, or at least without this specific one. It's up to us to figure out what comes next. There are so many other ways to strengthen your confidence and make connections by doing the things you're passionate.
Yo, I'm gonna say how it is. The Koreans know what the fuck is up, okay, buddy? Drinking and karaoke is fucking absolute dank. It's one of the best social bonding activities you could do. And they do that shit all the fucking time, man. But you go to K-Town, bro, there's a karaoke fucking on every corner. Shit is fucking hard. Shit is hard as fuck. No, okay, I'm done. I'm not reading chat. Next. That's not what I meant. I didn't mean that. You're dumb as fuck.